gonna be you, it's gonna be me. 맘속에 있는 사랑.
So welcome to this live broadcast. We have with us Samuel Law, who is the founder of Desto.
Yeah.
And we have as well Vishal Patu, who is the CEO of Tax International.
Yeah.
Today we'll be talking about a very important thing, the collaboration of Tax, which is a management company, fiduciary company, trust, fund administration company, and a crypto and blockchain company.
Yeah.
So first of all, let us introduce both companies. So Samuel, tell us a little bit about Desto.
Yeah, Desto Blockchain is a company where we focus on providing blockchain solution to all kinds of application. So it's a full stack blockchain application which we provide for certain projects. It can be we start with the payment solution. Now we also go into things like satellite communication. We go into hospital projects. We go into different kind of application where it is needed by the governments or private sectors, the big private sectors, which we need to work with them. Now, Desto focus on blue chip projects only, okay? Because we believe that to build a blockchain is not that difficult, but to build the value where the blockchain can support, which is a crypto asset, that requires a lot of work.
We'll come on that a little bit later. Let's speak about Tax International and Tax, the group as a whole, Vishal.
Tax, I mean, we've been here for about 10 years, licensed insurance and management company. That was the first company which was formed in Mauritius. There's 180 plus of those in Mauritius. We are proud to consider ourselves as being in the top 10, in the top 5 actually, that we are in Mauritius. We evolved from being a typical type of management company, from providing not only the management company type of services, but we evolved in providing other services like outsourced services, company formation around the world, and the full administration coming thereafter, pension administration. We've got our own in-house fund for investment into Africa. So we've got a wide array of services that we actually can offer. Located in Mauritius, licensed by the FSC, we employ over 110 people. And we're located in what is called the cyber city of the island, where all the financial services works is being carried from.
I think what we'll be talking about today especially is the mix of traditional financing company and the new type of financing companies. So we've got Vishal on one side, who represents a company who is very well diversified, except from bank. I think Tax has got everything in terms of providing financial services, and you are providing the new financial services
Infrastructure,
infrastructure.
yes.
So
yes, correct.
Today, this is the collaboration that we'll be talking about. So, Samuel, the product itself, Desto, how can it be linked with traditional financial services model?
You see, we need traditional financial service model. We need that. We cannot say, hey, today I'm crypto, I'm fully decentralized, and I don't need the regulation anymore. No such thing. We need regulation to protect the interests of clients. We need regulations to protect the integrity of the company. Therefore, we chose jurisdiction like Mauritius as one of the best prestige offshore jurisdiction where Desto are able to work together like a company like Tax, okay, where it can help us to link with other jurisdictions, okay, such as Delaware, such as Cayman, Malta, and any other jurisdiction which can be crypto friendly. But most importantly, why we are here is to ensure that our clients, especially we start with the first thing, which is Desto CX, crypto exchange, which is a non-leveraged crypto exchange, to provide client fund safety, to provide safety even not just on fiat but also on crypto. So that we appoint a top custodian, one of the top in this region, to be the custodian of clients' funds, so that the management will be able to focus on the business rather than managing clients' money.
And Tax has got the expertise of managing clients' asset and administering, especially because the management will be done probably, most probably by Desto. But then there is an aspect of administering. How would Tristax administer, we would say now, virtual assets?
I mean, we've been administrating client monies and client affairs for the past 10 years, so we consider ourselves as an expert in that. We believe that it's very important that we can demonstrate to the clients who wants to trade with Desto that there is that segregation. There is no such mixing of what is Desto's money and what is client money. It's very important to demonstrate that there is a clear segregation. This is where we come in with our expertise and the full team behind, which will be handling over all the client money to make sure that it is held off the books of Desto. While the client has got the peace of mind that once they've actually sent their funds over to Desto, no one will just take their funds and go away. They will be able to trade with the confidence they've got in Desto, while knowing that their funds are being administered by a third party, which has got no interest whatsoever into Desto. We are licensed by the FSC, so there is that level of comfort which is there. We've been administrating over billions of dollars worth of asset for our clients. We know we've got that expertise, we've got that pedigree, and we know how to do it.
And it's a question of trust, if I may say, between
Yes.
Desto and Tristax.
Yes, I know Vishal for 6 years and felt very comfortable working with Vishal. And having history is very important as well. Technology is technology, but without human touch, you still lack trust. Yes, we know that blockchain is a chain of trust per se, right? But still, without the human element of trust, it still means nothing. So basically, having this fiduciary relationship for us to integrate with our clients, allow us to build relationship with our clients. Because in the end of the day, clients can come and go, correct? But we want to have a client which come, interact with us, experience good things with Desto CX, Desto LX, or whatever DestoPay, and continue to be with Desto because of the confidence, because of the trust level, because of the relationship we have.
There's one question I'm going to ask both of you. How did you manage to mix the crypto world with the world of normal, if I may say in between inverted commas, the normal world of finance?
Interesting. We are putting together structures by virtue of Juristax to help us to structure things where it cannot be done in the crypto world. Now, a lot of crowdfunding are done through ICO, and SEC and all over the world, including China and all the countries in the world, have an issue with ICO. Why? ICO, with a better word, is actually another form of crowdfunding. Now, how do we ensure that whatever money, whatever crowdfunding which we are doing is regulated properly, that we do not get in trouble in the future with the authorities? And that is very important because we have anti-money laundering law, we have the KYC ruling, we have so many things at work, so crypto alone cannot be misused, all right? So we are in works of preparing a regulated structure which we can confidently in the next 3 to 6 months offer to public another structure which to complement ICO. So Desto Ventures, which is our venture arm, will be able to onboard new ICOs who wish to do fundraising, but they will be able to use our structure, which we readily provide them.
In a world of regulated activities like where we are in Mauritius, regulated by the Financial Services Commission, by the Bank of Mauritius and other regulatory bodies, how did you manage to bring in an activity which was not regulated prior to that into a regulated environment and give that comfort to those who wants to invest, who would not usually go into crypto because they know it's not regulated? How did you manage to bring that comfort?
First of all, I will actually split my answer into four. First thing is 2 years back, our government has introduced the possibility of having a license under the Sandbox regulatory license to actually have the ability for people working into the crypto world to have a license in Mauritius. This has been reinforced on the last budget by which was presented a couple of weeks back by the Minister of Finance, whereby now full authority is being given to the Financial Services Commission, the regulator for the non-banking segment, that is the financial services world in Mauritius. We're going to be really working around providing that regulation to enable people to run companies from Mauritius, properly licensed within a framework, and have the comfort for the client to know that there is a regulator looking into that. That's the first fold. The second fold is we spoke about, are we running away from the traditional way of doing things? The answer was no, and I would push on that. We come forward with, while Sam and Desto are the new fintech guy, will remain on the traditional side for that particular offering. So we come with a traditional way of providing the appropriate expertise when it comes to structuring, to have access to the appropriate license issued by the appropriate authorities, which would provide that comfort to people and who really want to start trading into crypto, and have people to really have that confidence that this company is really licensed, there is a go-to regulator, there is a go-to third-party administrator, and really building the infrastructure around that. So our strength is around providing that structuring and providing the administration which follows thereafter. We are licensed by the FSC. We believe that it is very important to manage and to administer client money separately from the affairs of the client, and this is where we come in. So this is how we manage to do that mix between crypto and the traditional way, and how we as JurisTax can come in as a major player to work along with Desto and the Mauritian infrastructure.
What's Desto's story? Because there's lots of companies doing blockchain, issuing their own coins. What's your story? What differentiates you from the rest, for example?
Desto Blockchain has a mission. We want to use blockchain for betterment of society while we are using this technology. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense for us to do anything. Now, our first mandate for Desto, okay, is to bank the unbanked. Okay, we have been talking about this. This is not a new thing. World Bank has talked about banking the unbanked for the past 4 years, 5 years, even especially the past 10 years even. And having come from Southeast Asia, I started studying into what application should we build first, and what is the vision for the entire company. So we unite all of us that whatever we do, we always has something in mind. Okay, you always have to make sure that it has a purpose. And to my shock, I found out that ASEAN, a country, a place like ASEAN, a region of ASEAN with 630 million people, only have 27% banked. 27%. Now you're talking about that ratio versus Mauritius. Mauritius, everybody has a bank account. You may have two, three, 4, 5 bank accounts, right? But in Southeast Asia, countries like Indonesia, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Myanmar, Philippines, not everyone has a bank account. So basically, that presents an opportunity. And why is that so? Based on 27% of people having a bank account, the economic region is worth $2.5 trillion in terms of GDP.
So if you multiply by almost
4 times, yeah? In the next 10 to 20 years, imagine that if the entire region is connected by internet, have the right education, everyone has a mobile phone, everyone has a wearable technology, and everyone has blockchain-enabled technology on their hands, which means that everyone can have a bank account. Because as long as you are on a blockchain, even though if you are a paper, you can be on the blockchain. Even though if you are a mobile phone, you can be on the blockchain and you can have a bank account by virtue of that. So by virtue of that, Southeast Asia is poised to grow a lot, from 2.5 trillion to 10 trillion US dollars in the next 10 to 20 years. Not many regions in the world, besides Africa and South America, can grow that much. Okay, and Southeast Asia has all this infrastructure ready. A lot of countries, especially like Singapore and Malaysia, are quite quite unique position. So having come from Malaysia, we work very closely with the right people that will help us to reach out to this. But having said that, the region is not ready for crypto as yet. Okay, and we want to work in tandem with the world jurisdiction, see where is safe for investors, safe for project owners, and also safe for the stakeholders. Okay, that we all can work together and we can have continuous dialogue with the government and with the regulators, so that at least we have a precedence to show that, hey, actually with cryptocurrency or crypto asset per se, we can do the right thing the right way.
So it's basically crypto-enabled businesses, or
Yes.
crypto as an enabler
Yes.
for inclusiveness.
Yes, correct. And we focus on traditional business. Example, a hospital. A hospital need to convert into a blockchain hospital. Medical records on the blockchain, certificates on the blockchain, okay? Or schools, certificates on the blockchain, right? You can have even like example.
Let me just ask Vishal, is that easy to put into the real world, if I may say, if I may put that that way?
Well, it's challenging. It's a new era. I mean, but nothing is impossible. I mean, I've been discussing with Sam for the past couple of days that he's been in Mauritius. Nice project, nice vision for Desto. There's an opportunity. There's a real demand for it. So it's not easy. There's hard work required, but it is something which is definitely doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So guys, if I may say that we can see the collaboration into fruition in the next month, 2 months, 3 months.
The next 3 months we should have the fiduciary thing up. We aim to launch Desto CX, fingers crossed, by 1st of September. Okay. Hopefully we have the bank account of the custodian account up, so that clients will be able to fund into the bank account and properly buy the crypto of their own choice. We are focusing only on liquid crypto asset. We are taking the position of crypto as a commodity rather than a currency yet, because we feel that this is the only way. This is the only way where we can properly structure things around.
So you want it as a commodity or as an asset-backed security?
Yes, asset-backed security, and this crypto itself is an asset. Yeah. So whether it is asset-backed or not, it itself is an asset. So, but of course, we want our projects to be asset-backed. So our first mandate right now, in order to make Desto coin, which is DO, our first coin, relevant in the real world, we need to always back it up with asset. So how do we do that? We work with sponsors, we work with the liquidity providers, we work with several parties. Okay.
This is where also jurisdictions
Yes,
come in
correct,
very
exactly.
importantly.
Yes. So because in order to establish the trust of so many parties, you need to have a referee. So we need a good referee, right? And we found a very good referee, in the top 5 in Mauritius, and managing a lot of billions of dollars. So we find the comfort of working with jurisdictions that way.
If I may say in a word, a conclusion for you guys, what would be your conclusions?
We aim to work with jurisdictions closely, okay, on as far as the regulation per se, in regards to Desto and Desto related projects. Secondly, we aim to also work with the Mauritius government, if we were given a chance, that on blockchain related projects. We have very exciting ideas, and we have engaged the governmental level, and we look forward to presenting to them, and that how we can work together in tandem, so that it can benefit the Mauritian people and also Mauritian jurisdiction. So this way we can at least show the capability of the team, then at the same time show the actual use case of how blockchain and crypto asset work in real economy, so that the regulators will say, I understand, right? Because if you talk to the regulators A, B, C, D, E, they cannot imagine. They don't understand. When you don't understand something, you become fearful, right? So when you start using something, you start experiencing it, you want to know more, and you have confidence, and that is where you want to display confidence. You want the regulators to have the confidence to work with blockchain technology, not necessarily just with Desto. It can be with anyone, but to have the first step. I know Mauritius is a very conservative society, and also very conservative regulation. This is not a cowboy city, and this is not a cowboy jurisdiction like other jurisdictions who I do not want to name names, who just want to jump into crypto, give license for the sake of being famous and get in all the money. Mauritius will never do that. All right, I've met with the people, the ranking officials in Mauritius. They're making very, very clear. Even though you have tabled the bill, we are still very conservative. We want to know what is this underlying asset all about. And Mauritius will only take crypto as a step at a time, and always take the conservative, approach. Yeah. So we like that, and if we can work together on a conservative approach, the sky's the limit.
This is where also to end Vishal, service providers like JurisTax comes in.
Exactly. I mean, we've discussed the future plans of Desto, all the projects they have developed. We've engaged with authorities already. We've got meetings going on, and we're very pleased to understand, on the basis that we do understand the plans of Desto, we are very, first of all, comfortable with the way they are doing business, for us to engage ourselves in that, and we are very excited to be able to, and actually honored to be part of that team. We're going to be providing the administration for such a project, and very honored to be able to work along with Desto and potentially the authorities and bring forward those types of offering from Mauritius.
Thank you, guys.
It's gonna be you, it's gonna be me. 맘속에 있는 사랑, 그 사랑 보여줄 사람. It's gonna be